kick this away to get us going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Well spotted at the 42.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They're going to run it here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The shotgun handoff here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Tigers will have to kick this away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They'll hand it off. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Touchdown, Clemson. It was a foot race, and he won it. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk, in an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down mark. Runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First and 10 play coming up. To throw, it's Brown. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's a wide open receiver, complete. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it a 43.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Here's the handoff. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. An important third down attempt for this offense. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
An important 3rd down and goal now. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Snags the quick throw. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
defense getting set. It's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. If he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. A gain makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Brown. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Extending the play now. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew his third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Finds his man, has the first down. They bring him down to the 38. That's good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Brown. Looking to make a big play downfield. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. Going to bring up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch is made down the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Using his legs here. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Rifles this football to the left. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They go with a direct snap. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff will be a return. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. Bringing pressure. Dogs will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Here comes a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Handoff to the single back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Hand it off to the back. Fighting off the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him. Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Quickly. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout where they check him out. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And it's good right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Same tailback, another carry. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it with the draw play. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. And at first down, they go right back to him. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And the Bulldogs will line up here on 1st down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. The guy who coughs it up recovers it and prevents the turnover.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Second down and goal upcoming. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They will claim the second half lead. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups. And they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a shotgun run call. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. over the middle and incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back's got it again. Running with purpose. Fighting off the tackler. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. Can't quite make it. Forced out at the 2-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Clemson. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
An important PAT now to make this a 3-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. A gain makes it second and medium. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go now. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass this time. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll give it to the back. Tackle, but first down.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a 1-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense hurting itself with the penalty. 1st down and 20. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming out. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.